Well, this is bound to be a controversial video. November 17th, 2019 marked a new era in the Minecraft community with the inception of the Minecraft Championships. For those who don't know, Minecraft Championships is a YouTuber tournament that puts 40 YouTubers into teams of 4 and has them compete in different mini-games. At the end of these mini-games, one team emerges victorious. Over the past few months, Minecraft Championships have become the most popular YouTuber event, with 7 seasons already in the books, and an 8th one just around the corner. So with all of this in mind, I had a question. Who is the greatest Minecraft Championships player of all time? Who is the GOAT of Minecraft Championships? Well, I had to do a little digging, I had to do a little analyzing, but I think I found the answer, and you guys will know it too in a few minutes. So now we are in my Google Sheets file where I've stored all this data, and when I say all this data, I mean all this data. And in particular, I gathered a considerable amount of data for who I think are the top 5 candidates for the GOAT of Minecraft Championships. To my knowledge, these are the top 5 in terms of average points earned per game, so that's why I chose these 5 to look at specifically. And this only takes into account people who are planning to play in the next tournament. For example, Vicstar probably would have made this list, but he quit after MCC 5 for...
let's talk more jump.
No, the talking helps you concentrate.
Okay, well, it doesn't help me, so...
You are stupid, they are.
For some reason. I have no idea why he would do that.
Tommy, shut up.
Anyway, let's start by looking at the total number of points. So, points earned in every single tournament from these top 5. This is a little fancy graph. We have PeteZahHutt in the dark green, Fundy in the orange, Quig in the purple, Technoblade in pink, and Dream in that neon green. So this graph shows all the points earned in every single MCC championship plus the average. Now, if we want to focus in on the average total, here we go. So as you can see, we have the numbers as well. PeteZahHutt tops the chart by a considerable amount in terms of average points earned in MCCs. So if you were to only take that into account, you would say, oh, well, PeteZahHutt clearly is the best, is the GOAT of MCCs. It's PeteZahHutt, followed by Dream, then Quig, then Techno, then Fundy. But there were a few other things I wanted to take into account here. In particular, the percent of team points per season. So this is a graph that looks at what percentage of the total team points was earned by each of these top 5 players. Basically, it's a graph of how hard are people carrying their teams. And if we take a look at the average percent of team points earned, you see that the graph looks a little bit different now, right? PeteZahHutt here only earns 31.19% of his team's total points on average over all 7 of the Minecraft Championship seasons. Whereas Quig over here, he tops the chart at 35.25%. Now, why is this relevant? Well, MCC is pretty unique in that your placement on the individual leaderboards depends in part on how well your teammates do. For example, games like BattleBlock, survival games, Skyblock, those really depend on the team effort, right? You can't really do well if your team isn't doing well in those games because it's a team effort there, as opposed to games like Hole in the Wall, where really it's more of an individual effort. So if you look at a graph like this that shows that Quig here gets a lot more percent of his team points than PeteZahHutt does, it might make you think, well, maybe that's because Quig is just on stronger teams, right? Well, maybe. But here's the thing, right? As I mentioned before, Minecraft Championships is a team-based game through and through. And if you are a good team member to your teammates, if you're a strong player and you know some strategies that would help, you tell them to your teammates. you're telling them what to do, that makes them do better. Maybe PeteZahHutt doesn't carry his team as much as Quig does, not because Quig has weaker teammates, but because PeteZahHutt might be able to elevate their performances. So that sent me down a very tedious rabbit hole where I looked at every single person who has ever teamed with PeteZahHutt in all 7 of these MCC seasons, and every single person who has teamed with Quig. And I wanted to see if, when these people are teamed with, say, PeteZahHutt, they do better than when they're not teamed with PeteZahHutt. So I got this chart here, you see. It's got PeteZahHutt and all the people who've teamed with PeteZahHutt. Every single round they've ever participated in, whether or not they were teamed with PeteZahHutt during that round or not. And I looked at what their average score was when they were teamed with PeteZahHutt and their average score when they weren't. This was also a weighted average. So say if someone has teamed twice with PeteZahHutt, their difference in terms of averages gets counted twice. And if they've teamed 3 times, it counts 3 times, etc. So I did this with both PeteZahHutt and Quig. And what I found actually kind of shocked me. When people are teamed with PeteZahHutt, they perform on average 379 points better than they would otherwise. That is a huge difference. Think about it. That's an average for 1 person. You're teamed with 3 people. Instantly, that puts over 1,000 points on your team total score. That's the difference between going to Dodgeball and not going to Dodgeball. And given that PeteZahHutt has been in Dodgeball in every season but 1, you might be able to understand why now. Whereas with Quig, when people are teamed with Quig, they only improve 201 points, which is still a lot. I mean, they're both still great players. I'm sure they both impart a lot onto their teammates. They really impact their teammates' performances, but the numbers don't lie. When people are teamed with PeteZahHutt, they do much better. If you need more proof, look no further than to HBomb94. Now, HBomb94 has participated in every single season of Minecraft Championships. And he's a special case because he has teamed with PeteZahHutt twice, and he's teamed with Quig 3 times. Now, looking at H-Bomb's overall performances, his worst 2 performances were when he wasn't teamed with either Quig or PeteZahHutt. Makes sense. But his best 2 performances were both when he was teamed with PeteZahHutt. There's no doubting this. H-Bomb did significantly better when he was teamed with PeteZahHutt than in any other time. So if you were to ask me, who is the best player of Minecraft Championships? Who is the GOAT? I would have to say PeteZahHutt. He's got the highest average point total in the whole game. And while he might not be carrying his team as much as Quig is, that is because, at least in part, he is elevating his teammates to do better than they would otherwise. So I gotta give it to PeteZahHutt. Now, if you were to look at the video bar right now, you would see that this video is nowhere near to being done. That is because I have one more thing to talk about. The Technoblade versus Dream feud. I mean, you should have expected that I'd talk about this, right? This is the main thing that everyone's been talking about for the past 2 months. This is honestly the driving narrative of Minecraft Championships, is who is better, Technoblade or Dream? Now, unfortunately, Technoblade and Dream are a little bit harder to analyze, right? PeteZahHutt and Quig have been in every single season of Minecraft Championships since its inception. They're pretty consistent players. But with Technoblade and Dream, there are a couple question marks, right? For example, Dream, he's only been in the past 2 Minecraft Championships, right? He doesn't have many data points to go off of. And Technoblade has had a pretty dismal progression to his performance in Minecraft Championships. What you're looking at right now is Technoblade's percent of his team points per season. Basically, how hard he carries his team. And as you'll see, it's steadily going down from season to season. Now, there are a couple of reasons for this. One was this little spat between Technoblade and this other Minecrafter, I Am a Squid Kid. You may not have heard of this. This is kind of obscure. But they had a little competition, a little friendly competition, to see who could farm more potatoes in high-pixel skyblock. And, yeah, they ended up farming 500 million potatoes and spent all of their waking days doing so. Why? Because it made for good content. But yeah, in all seriousness, if you watched Technoblade's live stream for the 6th Minecraft Championships, you could tell he was stressed out. You could tell this was towards the end of the potato war, as they called it. This was really when things were heating up. He was not spending much time at all practicing for Minecraft Championships. He was probably sleep deprived. He sounded pretty stressed. I could understand why he wouldn't perform as well under those circumstances. And then again, Season 7. That was the last time that the Sleepy Boys, his friend group with him, Wilbur, and Philza, would be able to team. So they really were putting a lot of pressure on themselves to win. There's a reason why Technoblade has been faltering these past couple seasons. But I think there's strong reason to believe that Technoblade will return to his former glory, to his former form, right? The potato war is all over. He doesn't have to stress about that. And for this 8th installment of the Minecraft Championships, he will be teaming with Dream, the person that he's been trying to beat for the past 2 seasons. So he won't have to stress about beating Dream. He'll be on a team with Dream. Heh, that rhymed. Team with Dream. He'll team with Dream. It'll be a great meme. It'll be the greatest thing you've ever seen. Bean. But anyway, I wanted to look at how Technoblade compared to the other potential GOATs in his first 4 seasons, right? When he wasn't worried about beating Dream or winning the potato war. And there was a pretty stark difference. So let's go back to the points average. This is taking every single season into account. We remember PeteZahHutt, number 1, Dream 2, Technoblade in 4th. Here, clearly you can see if you're thinking about the Technoblade versus Dream duel, this is a huge point to Dream, right? He's almost 100 points ahead of Technoblade. However, if you take out Technoblade's performances in the 6th and 7th seasons of Minecraft Championships, you get a bit of a different story. Only counting Technoblade's performance in his first 4 seasons, he skyrockets from number 4 to number 2 on the leaderboards, beating Dream by over 30 points. Obviously, he's way behind PeteZahHutt, but they're all way behind PeteZahHutt. As I've established, PeteZahHutt is the GOAT, but everyone is saying Technoblade versus Dream, Technoblade versus Dream. And also, if we look at what percentage of the team's total points were earned by these 5 players, you see, Technoblade is a little higher than Dream here. Not by much, but a little higher. He's still under Quig and Fundy, who we haven't talked about too much. But if you take out the 6th and 7th seasons, he shoots up. Ahead of Fundy, ahead of Quig, 36%. In these first 4 seasons that he participated in, which were seasons 2 through 5, he earned an average of 36.24% of his team's total team score. That is insanely significant. So, in regards to the question of who is the better performer of Minecraft Championships, Technoblade or Dream, I would say, honestly, that I think we need at least 1 more season to conclusively determine that. We don't have enough data, or at least not enough sound data, to really make that decision. Think about it. Dream has only participated in 2 of these events. Let's go back to the sheet here. Go down here. Dream has only had 5 unique teammates. And 2 of those teammates had never teamed with anyone else. So we only have data from 3 players. Mefs, the Arret, Sylvie. Those are the only 3 people who have both teamed with Dream and not teamed with Dream. So, yes, according to the data, he elevates his team members more than Quig does. Not as much as PeteZahHutt, but more than Quig. But this is going off of 3 people. This is going off of 3 data points. That you can't make a sound argument from that. And as we mentioned with Technoblade, he has had some question marks in the past. And there are some question marks as to how he will perform. I think if in the future he performs as he has in the most previous season, season 6 and 7, we could say that Dream is better than Technoblade. But if he goes back to performing as he did before, when he won with the Sleepy Boys plus Tommy, you know, when he was really pulling a lot of the team's weight, then there would be a case for Technoblade. So yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of who's the greatest of all time, I would say that's PeteZahHutt, head and shoulders above everyone else, and between Technoblade and Dream, I'd say the results are inconclusive. Obviously, this video was not meant to bash anyone. I don't want anyone to go away from this feeling like I insulted their favorite YouTubers. And if you want to see these YouTubers duke it out, you're in luck because you can do so in exactly 24 hours as of uploading this video in the 8th installment of Minecraft Championships. That's right, it is just around the corner. I am so excited. So, you know, go look at the Minecraft Championships websites. They say who all the 40 contestants are. Go watch just all of them. Just go watch all of them. Go sub to all of them. Follow all of them. And after you do, come back here, because I will be having an update video based on the results of the 8th season of Minecraft Championships. Will there be a conclusive conclusion as to who is better, Dream or Technoblade? Will PeteZahHutt still be the #1 Minecraft champion contestant? We'll find out then, I guess. I don't know. I don't know how to end videos. I just kind of talk until I feel like not talking anymore. But yeah, until then, guys, I will see you later. Bye-bye.